Hey guys, it's Triple Laird here, and welcome back to our three-part series covering Exscudo. We are looking at the past, present, and future. Now, on part 2 here, the present, we are looking at the entire Exscudo ecosystem of products and services and checking them out one by one. Then next week, looking at the future, we're going to cover the IDO and their new token. So let's not delay anymore, and let's get started. Well, the Exscudo ecosystem has developed a ton over the last couple of years. We not only have Fintap and the EON Network, which is evolving all the time with the over-the-counter services, which we'll discuss a little bit later, but we also have multi-acquiring and the MultiBroker. So we're going to go through all of these products one by one right now. Now, our first product to look at is Fintap. We covered the entire history of the development of this product last week, and now I think the best thing that we could possibly do is just for you guys to peek over my shoulder and us to do a walkthrough of the app itself and its functions and features. So let's get Fintap started up. Now, as the app's loading, it's very quick, very light. The first thing that you're going to see along the top is the name of your actual account and the EON address associated to that. There's a quick transaction button up there in the corner for scanning QR codes or for setting up quick invoices. And then you're going to see these tabs here. Now, they might say new on them or anything like that, but what they are is these little cards that represent any of the new features that have been changed during the last update. So that's pretty cool there. It's a nice kind of infographic way of seeing what's new within the Fintap application. Below that, you're going to see your total balance available in euros, but you can set that to different currencies as the display. Below that, you're going to see a receive button, so you could press that and you could set up to receive either fiat or crypto. Very simple to use for wallet top-ups and transactions. And if we go into history, we haven't done any there, but we'll be able to see the history of our transactions. There's an invite friends button and more. Now, the more has lots of stuff on it. There's a ton of features packed into this application, even though it's so lightweight. This is future stuff there for operations, but again, there's quick invoices, sending bills to different people, donation links. There's just so much going on that can be added to that space as well. Below on the main page, you're going to see a simple exchange. So say we want to exchange Bitcoin for euros. We're going to be able to do that right away very easily through the main screen of the app, and it's going to show us the exchange rate below right there. So clicking over from the main screen, we're going to go over to the Wallets tab. Now, it's normally going to ask you for your password right here. I just did it for the sake of this video. You can use a fingerprint, or you're able to use just a standard numeric password. So what we can see in here is the wallets that we have open, their current growth rate depending on market conditions, and how much we have of each of those currencies. Now, of course, I use this test phone for recording videos, so I only have 500 EONs in there, and it shows the current value there, and our last transaction that we had for our test setup here for the video. Now, looking at this, we can do an exchange right from within there, just like we can on the main screen, both internal and external within the wallet. We can send crypto to either a Fintap user or an extended system. Now, this is really important because within the system, EON color coins can be used for very, very fast transactions with almost no fees. And on the external system, this will be like sending us to an external Bitcoin wallet or Ethereum recipient. We also have a receive button. We can choose if we're receiving fiat or crypto, and that's going to start getting us into our different ways we can access outside currencies. Now, this will change depending on what country you're in. You might be able to have different accesses in Europe than you would in North America per se, but overall, the system is pretty simple. You could also choose how to display your tokens. So you can display the value of your entire wallet in US dollars per se, or in EONs, or in whatever you like there. Now, if there's not a wallet available on here for the cryptocurrency you want, you just click add, and you can scroll through this entire list of different cryptos. This really does make it an all-in-one incredible wallet. And of course, there's new cryptos being added to here all the time. Now, the next feature we're going to go into is actually my favorite. It's the chat app. We can see when we first go in there, we have our chats that we've previously done. I've gone into this one. This was our test transaction. We can send a message just like we would to anyone else. But we can also send attachments through this encrypted chat messenger, which is great. So photos, videos, whatever, even contacts, files, music, whatever you like. But the more important one is you can send money. So say we want to send this person 10 EONs. Okay, it's going to tell us how much the value is, where it's going. It's going to get us to confirm the transaction. I'm going to put my fingerprint here on the back. Hopefully this, they're going to recognize me. Okay, boom. So we've sent this recipient now 10 EON, and that's so easy to do. You can do the same thing with Bitcoin or any other crypto that you have within your wallet. It shows you up top there that you've recently sent, and there's also a news bot right there that you can get up-to-date news on the app and support for if you have any support claims. Now, moving on to support. Oh yes, and of course, you can also add people very easily or start a group within it. This is really good for business because you're able to have a group where you can send financial transactions within it to multiple recipients. Adding a new group is pretty easy, and searching up and adding other people is easy as well. So going on to the settings here, we have all the basic KYC stuff. It's telling us to create an account backup, very important. Up top there, we have requisitions and invoices that we've sent throughout it. But the one I want to show you guys was support here. So all you do is click support, and you can go into the Exscudo knowledge base, and that will normally solve a lot of your problems. You can also message support directly from within the application, and I think that's a really great thing because you don't have to go to some other website in order to get that. So overall, guys, that is a quick look at the Fintap app. I think it's excellent, and it keeps evolving all the time, and this is a one-stop shop for not only encrypted messaging, but also for all your cryptocurrency wallet needs in one secure application. Now, of course, Fintap is available in both Android and on the App Store. So if you look in the description below, you can find those download links. And now let's move on to talking about the EON Network. So first things first, with talking about the EON Network, what we have to look at is the amazing ability of something called the over-the-counter exchange core. Now we could go into a 50-minute video about this, but to simplify it, basically what it is it's one core hub where all user requests for buying and selling go. Now, of course, this network is able to tap into what's available within the Exscudo ecosystem, but say you want to do an exchange that's not available in that system, it can actually tap into other connected providers and fulfill that request all in a seamless operation, and it will let you know before you do the transaction where it's going, how it's happening, and what the fees associated are. So this is a really brilliant piece of the pie. But let's take a look at all of the public information that's available on the EON network right now, and also let you know how the node setup works if you want to do one on your own. So let's check out the resources that you can get more information on EON. Now, if you're on the main Exscudo page here, you can head down to products and then EON blockchain. Now this will pop up here, and it will give you kind of some main points here. That there's a proprietary blockchain, it's decentralized encryption, hacker proof. This has been very well tested. And again, there's tons of articles on blockchain security, scalability, and so forth. But if you're looking for more information, you can head on over to eontechnology.org. Now, all these links are going to be in the description below, but this will give you a bit more information on the project itself. So we have EON Technology. This is more for the developers, but giving all of those same kind of points there. Moving on from there, we can see that we have the solutions page, which talks about the abilities of the network. We have the chat messenger, processing cryptocurrencies, registries, smart transactions, systems of control and safety, and even voting in the future. So you see there are many benefits to this, as there is with most blockchain technology. So far, under use cases, you're going to have Exscudo, that the entire Exscudo project is working on EON, and then under cases, you're also going to see Fintap. So Fintap is what we just reviewed a few minutes ago, and you can see on there's tons of information on how EON works with Fintap, and I will again link these all in the description below. So if you even want to become a node on the mainnet and support the network, you can just click mainnet. There's a nice walkthrough here that shows you exactly what you need to do to set up a desktop-based wallet, and then there's also some Medium articles that I'm going to link off that show you how to set up the node. One cool thing we have down here on this page at eontechnology.org is we have the main blockchain that we can check out and actually have the block explorer. And as well, we have the monitoring page. So this monitoring page shows us all of our different nodes that are currently existing within the EON network, this nice cool display, and the different transaction activity that is occurring on each of the blocks. So if you want to monitor the network, and of course, if you set up a node, you're going to see your IP setup right there. Now let's move on to merchant acquiring. You may see it labeled as merchant acquiring, multi-acquiring, or crypto acquiring, but basically what the service is a software and a relationship with Exscudo that allows any company to be able to accept cryptocurrency for their goods and services, whether it be online or in a brick and mortar store. It's meant to give them basically a dashboard that allows somebody who really doesn't know too much about cryptocurrency to be able to open up their market to all of those different currencies that people want to use online. Now, they may want to keep those, or they may want to automatically convert it seamlessly to their local fiat currency, but this system allows them to do that. So let's take a look at the demo and the other material available. So as we just said, we understand the basic idea of crypto acquiring. If you're a business that doesn't accept cryptocurrency and you might want to settle in your own currency or actually keep some of the crypto, this is a method to allow you to easily do that within any web shop or even your brick and mortar store. So one cool thing that I've seen on the Exscudo site that we should give a look at is actually a demo of how this works. Now you guys can check this out as well. You go to exscudo.com/crypto acquiring and click view demo. Okay, so we are here in our demo store. We can see that we have 2 products available and we have a donation spot and everything like that. So it gives you an idea of how it would look for a company. So let's go look at buying this great Exscudo t-shirt. Okay, so now that we've added the item to the shop, it's very, very easy to check out. So as you can see here, we have all of these different crypto payment methods that we can pick from and pay that way. But we also have this great pay with the Exscudo Fintap app. Now, since Fintap runs on the EON network, the transactions are almost instantaneous and it's super easy to pay just by scanning this QR code. Now moving on to the exchange. I've done a couple videos in the past and we talked about in the last video as well, looking at the Exscudo exchange. We talked about last week the difference between the Exscudo exchange and the Nymera and their kind of purposes there based off the different needs of users and the legal entities that are required for different services in KYC and go on. But basically, Exscudo has created and run for years a standard cryptocurrency exchange, but they evolved this to be a whole new idea of something called MultiBroker. Now, MultiBroker is a really great concept because it's going to allow a one-stop shop that did not exist before in the past and also gives users the maximum amount of liquidity available on different pair groups. So let's dive into that right now. So we'll jump over to the Nymera Exchange and we have MultiBroker trade on multiple platforms. Now, of course, what we can see here is the idea that you can go to one platform and have multiple crypto exchanges connected to it with one account and one KYC. Now, there's a lot of benefits that can come from this. Not only the convenience of having access to lots of liquidity, but you're able to arbitrage, you're able to use different API tools. It's really a convenient idea. But what does it look like in practice? Now, jumping over to an exchange page, we can see over on the left-hand side here, we have BNCC. So that is our Binance trading pairs that are connected. Lots of volume, lots of liquidity available there. When we click a pair, it's very, very simple. Obviously, we're going to have to be signed in, but we can do all of our transactions as per normal. Over here, we can click and actually choose different exchanges. So soon, there's going to be a long list of different exchanges, and you'll be able to access any one and even trade between them. It's very, very simple and just a great idea. One thing that I want to follow up with on the exchange here is that there is going to be a whole series of different learning tools coming out on the Nymera side that allow new users to have a bit of a tutorial before they start trading with real funds. Another thing that I want to quickly add at the end here is exscudo.com/status. Now, if you come here, you're able to see how everything is working within the Exscudo ecosystem and if there is anything down at that moment before you have to contact support. Okay, guys and girls, I hope that was a good basic overview of the Exscudo ecosystem, and maybe you learned something about something the company was developing that you didn't know existed before. Now, I'm going to leave a ton of links in the description below if you guys want to read deeper on any of these products or services. And next week is going to be the important one. We're going to be talking about the IDO, the transition from EON to the new token FTP, and what that means for you and for the ecosystem. We'll be going through all of it in depth, so make sure to follow along, and thanks for watching.